Welcome everyone in to ABA basketball here on the Sports Fan Base Network. My name is Ryan Cuny. Happy to be joining you. Today should be a fun one. We've got the Buffalo Extreme home team taking on New Hampshire Kingz. Upcoming now, we should have some player introductions before the games get underway. So I'll step aside and we'll get a listen into who our players are for this evening. All right, so with player introductions out of the way, the pageantry gone, it's time for some basketball here on a Saturday night. Should be a fun one here at XGen Sports Complex in Buffalo. And the interesting thing to note here, the New Hampshire Kingz only playing with 5 today. Obviously, that is going to impact their conditioning and their stamina levels throughout the game. Buffalo Extreme with an extremely deep bench, pardon the pun. And I called the game for the Buffalo Extreme last week, and we saw nothing but relentless and explosive offense all the way through. If my memory serves correctly, they ended up winning by 56 points in a thrashing here at the XGen Sports Complex. Obviously looking to continue that momentum is Buffalo, but New Hampshire with a tall task in front of them. Some names to note here for Buffalo, the home team. John Ivey, the point guard, 6'2", 204, averaged 20.5 his senior year of college. And he is an explosive man who is the ball carrier for this offense. Coran Dubois, also a spark plug here, number 7. Looks to be Hill coming off the bench today. And obviously, you got the big man, number 12, Javon McCray. He just took the tip-off and won it for the Extreme in dark. So now we see number 3, John Ivey, directing traffic for the first time today. We are underway here on the tip-off of November. Working inside with some power. And the putback point goes to Javon McCray. And the 6'11 center is on the board to start things off. Stolen after the drive. Here's McCray. Up to Ivey. Ivey loses it for a second. And we'll head in the opposite direction. Cross-court pass, one more opportunity. Just off the hands, we'll head to the extreme direction. So some nice pacing here from New Hampshire to start things off. But you can see the hustle and the effort by Buffalo leading to 2 solid stops to start things off. Back inside to McCray. McCray, they're getting him going early, and the foul. Really strong move there by number 12, Javon McCray. 4 points scored thus far in the opening minute, all 4 tallying to McCray, and he's got a chance at the 5th at the stripe. He was quiet in that massive game last week, but early on, they're putting a point of emphasis to get him moving early on. Your Buffalo with a solid home court advantage. It's kicked up to the top of the key. Driving inside now. It's number 11. That's Warren. Warren fighting through traffic nicely. And we've got whistle sounding out after Warren was able to break up that pass, headed out of bounds. We'll stay with Extreme. You can hear the obvious home court advantage here that comes with the Buffalo faithful. The PA announcer continuing all day long, getting the crowd hyped up as a 3 is buried. And it came off the hands of number 15, Rodney Hawkins, for his first points of the day. Oh, here's Warren. Step back. Airballed. Way short. Back inside to McCray. McCray with the left hand. Buffalo jumping out to a 10-2 lead. There's under 2 minutes elapsed thus far. Now it's with Hattie in the corner. I apologize. That's Kana. Kind of lower in the shoulder. Number 23, not number 24. That's Kana. Able to draw the foul. Back to Kana. Kana mid-range. Yes. Just a nice off-ball movement there on the inbound. Kana working his way open. Here's John Ivey. Driving to his left. Has it knocked away for a second. Now dumps it off. I believe that's Jones. Jones inside. Yes, indeed. The 5'11" guard getting crafty down low. Foul's called. Going to go against Buffalo. We'll stay here. Worked inside to Hodel. Ansel Hodel. The near side. Spinning in traffic. Really nice ball movement. Beautiful pump fake. The foul is called after a heavy collision. We've got a player down for the Extreme. Crowd quieted after that tough fall. You could hear the smack on the hardwood. Obviously, they're going to take a couple of minutes to try to figure out who that was. I want to say that was Rodney Hawkins, but a timeout now on the floor. A really strong start here from Buffalo as they find themselves up 8 early on with just over 2 minutes played. 12-4 the score. And New Hampshire already with the deficit they've got to claw themselves out of. So with that, it's going to be really tough here, especially with just 5 players. Let's see, we were sponsored by Buffalo Cigars. It'll be really tough here for this 5-man roster to bring them back in. They're already starting off on a slow pace. With that, we'll take a quick step aside here. You're watching Buffalo Extreme on the New Hampshire Kingz ABA basketball on the Sports Fan Base Network. Coming right back. We welcome you back to the X-Gen Sports Complex, where hopefully our viewing experience is a little bit better for you here. We're trying to get our tripods squared away. Mid-range shot just inside the three-point arc. It'll come up short. And second chance points won't fall as well, so John Ivey now pushing the pace. Try to kicks it down to the corner. But whistles sound out. He stepped out of bounds. We'll head the other way. Points now needed for New Hampshire. It's a strong move to the cup. Foul called before. Let's see, was that on the ground? Looks like it was. We got another timeout called here. This one taken by New Hampshire. So again, we'll step aside after just 23 minutes or 23 seconds of game time elapsed. 12-4, still the score. New Hampshire will have it, and we'll be right back with more ABA basketball. We welcome you back to the X-Gen Sports Complex. Buffalo Extreme leading the New Hampshire Kingz 12-4. My name's Ryan Cuney. Happy to be with you on this Saturday night in Buffalo. At the line now and shooting two are the New Hampshire Kingz. Hottie at the line after missing his first. And 0 for 2. Tough stretch for Hottie. That would have been some big points to get momentum back, but a throwaway somehow stays in bounds. And a travel now called. Tough procedural issue. It was a really nice way of fielding that slightly errant pass. Now New Hampshire, another crack at a deep three on the way. That one's nailed. Boy, that was pretty to get this back to a 5-point game. Ivy looking to respond to the corner. Now to McCray. McCray's going to take one of his own. That one's going to come up short. Battered around and fielded by the Kings. Ball loose. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Kings. Let's see here. Buffalo. We saw it in the previous game, but they really like to pressure beyond half court. Really make you earn every offensive possession, as Conan now has it. Lets one fly. That one's way long. We've seen a couple go short. We've seen a couple go long. These players trying to find their ranges. Far side wing, we'll see another. That one off the backboard, no good. McCray off the rebound. He'll be fouled on the putback attempt. Speaking of things we saw in the previous game from Buffalo, there it was. Second chance points and really capitalizing off of them as Javon McCray feels that offensive board. Really setting the tone here. As a timeout is now called, so we'll take another step aside. 12-7 the score. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. You're watching ABA basketball on the Sports Fan Base Network. As the players head back to the line, we welcome you back to X-Gen Sports Complex here in Buffalo. Javon McCray, 6'11" center at the line right now, looking to extend this 12-7 lead even further after his gritty offensive rebound offering putback points. First free throw just a little bit off. Interesting note here about Javon McCray. Really shows you his ability to just score points at any level. He is the leading scorer of the University of Buffalo, career points, 2,000 points surpassed as he misses both free throws, and the ball swatted away, but Buffalo going to get another chance of possession here. Maybe I'll take some blame there. A little bit of an announcer's curse, commenting on how great of a scorer Javon McCray is, but missing both free throws there won't really matter, as, like I mentioned, we get another possession brought back here. After the inbounds was deflected, we'll get another crack at it from the baseline. There it's Fegan, Marcus Fegan, Mr. Hustle, to throw it into Ivy. Ivy makes a man miss. Mid-range not going to go. Putback attempt not there. Third chance swatted. Fourth chance, whistle. That's what it is. Constant offensive rebounds, and really it's the size that you get it from. Obviously, you get 6'11" Javon McCray. You have 6'7" Rodney Hawkins in there. But when you get a guy like Marcus Fegan, 6'2", 210, nicknamed Mr. Hustle by his squad here at Buffalo, ABA All-Star, first-teamer in the 2023-2024 season because of his rebounding and hustle prowess. Oftentimes, he makes the plays that don't show up on a stat sheet. So the fact that he got recognized with the first-team selection in the ABA shows you how impactful he is. And he really showed it there on that third and fourth chance at that possession. Driving the other way, quick slash, it's blocked. Hawkins leads it out to Fegan. Fegan 2-on-1. He elevates and completes the play. Nice move in the open floor, making everybody miss and getting blocked. That was a strong move. Kicked out now to the far side wing. Wide open three. Just off the mark. That came off the hand of Dakoka. It's really beautiful ball handling to get that through every Buffalo Extreme defender on the court, but just couldn't get the finish. It's a real shame. So score remains at 15-7. Extreme with a chance to extend the lead. 7 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Ivy makes one man miss. Kicks to Park. Park on the wing. Delivers like he's driving for Amazon. Really nice ball movement. That was a beautiful basketball play as the pressure gets to New Hampshire. Wide open for Hawkins. When it rains, it pours. Ivy now pressuring in the backcourt. Warren was able to escape it for a second. Ball finds its way to the corner. Park in defense. 3-ball in the way. 3-ball nailed. That silenced this Buffalo crowd here, and that was a much-needed bucket. As you could tell, Buffalo's really starting to hit their groove offensively. Egan works it over to Smith. Smith inside. Not going to get it on the first attempt, but the putback is there. Guess who? It's Marcus Fegan. Other way we go with Dakoka. Dakoka tries to work it inside. Lost for a second, but able to retain possession. And slipped through his palms. Nice job at avoiding the backcourt violation by Dakoka. Far side, we're working. Slashing inside. Couldn't get around the big John Park defending. That ball knocked out of bounds. We're headed to an extreme possession. So some nice ball movement, but the rim protector, John Park, making a huge difference. We were mentioning height earlier. The 6'8", 220 forward. Really imposing his will. Nice skip pass inside, but a foul is called, and a hard one at that. As everyone goes to surround the downed. I believe that was David Blanks, potentially. No, it was Johnny Dombrowski, number 35. He used to play for the New Hampshire Kingz, and he is a spark plug for Buffalo Extreme. A crowd favorite for sure, and I'm sure you'll hear it if a free throw is hit or if he gets on the stat sheet. This crowd just erupts. They love when this guy gets on the board. So Johnny Dombrowski now at the line shooting once more. Shot up, shot good. Whistle sound out. Get some substitutions. Some administrative things as we get Buffalo swapping a couple of their players here as we approach 5 minutes in this first quarter. New Hampshire to inbound. And that is a luxury. New Hampshire does not have substitutions. They're only playing with 5, and a mistake in the half-court game leads to a beautiful defensive effort from New Hampshire. Dombrowski puts up a 3 just off the mark. So New Hampshire able to escape without damage after a costly mistake there in the half court. Now along the baseline, getting trapped. That was Warren down there trying to survive along the baseline, and now to inbound with Hawkins in his face. The inbound, it was a dangerous pass, but somehow finds Warren once more. He caught his own inbound pass. 3 ball on the way. Yes! Whistles sound out. It's like a substitution here, but we've got an injured Buffalo player that appears to be Hawkins in a significant amount of discomfort here. So we're going to take a step aside here as the trainers go check on him. One by 10, 23-13, 4:43 to play in this first quarter. We'll be right back.
Roddy Hawkins.
We welcome you back to the X-Gen Sports Complex after that injury timeout. Rodney Hawkins able to walk off the floor under his own power, always a good thing to see. Now with it is Aaron Jones, giving it up to McCray. McCray working outside the three-point arc, now driving inside. Couldn't get on the first try. Second attempt, no good, but Fegan there for the third chance, put back. Fegan making his presence known early on as Odell working against him. Gives it up to Hottie. And now Hottie working against McCray. Jones will switch on. Hottie will take that, and he'll be fouled as he drives into the lane. Inbound from the baseline on the way. finds Hodel. Hodel kicks to the far side wing.
Come on, Johnny.
Now working inside, getting a shot up. Really nice effort for Kana to get open, but just airballing on the finish. Deep three in response off the front of the rim. Fegan that attempts the putback. He'll be fouled. Boy, that guy is just living on the blocks. I'll tell you what. Seems like every time you see a shot off the mark, no good. There's Fegan to clean it up. And he'll either get one to go or head to the stripe. As a timeout is called, 25-13, the score. New Hampshire just trying to stay in it. We'll be right back here at the X-Gen Sports Complex. You're watching ABA basketball on the Sports Fan Base Network. We welcome you back where the players are lining themselves up at the free throw line for Marcus Fegan to attempt two. Fegan, who's done a masterful job thus far today at securing offensive rebounds and punching his ticket to the stripe as he hits the first one.
And this is not really a good warm-up for the national team for next.
We welcome you back, where Buffalo is firmly in control in New Hampshire, in need of something beautiful, as whistles sound out. Really, it's all got to start with the little things now. Just got to get it over half court. Got to find a way to beat that trap. Got to hit your free throws. And we've mentioned it a couple of times already. You've really got to limit this Buffalo team to as few offensive rebounds and second chance possessions as possible as a three ball is put up, and that one comes up short. Nice rebound by DeCoco, but he's unable to save it along the baseline. Fast break opportunity now for Buffalo. 3 on the way. Just bounces off. A shot at the rebound for New Hampshire. They'll get it. 1-on-2 opportunity and just can't get the finish. Nice shot from Hottie to keep it in bounds, but the 3 from Warren off the mark. 52 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Park with the putback opportunity. Not going to go. He'll get a third shot at it. Another one inside. How about this? Now it's blanks for 3. Finally, the eternal possession ends on a David Blanks 3-ball. That was Alex Golda in there, number 21, who's just making a really nice effort. I apologize. That was Blanks again working to disrupt that inbound play. We saw Alex Golda on that rebounding frenzy along with John Park. 29.5 to play here in this first quarter. Kana with it. They'll go for the fade ball. It's Warren. Warren's going to lose it. Another fast break. It's just off the mark. Aaron Jones setting up for an open 3. Buried. Put a headstone on top. 4 seconds to shoot for DeCoco. He's going to pump, and he's not going to get one off. And that's really been representative of this first quarter for the New Hampshire Kingz. A 49-point first quarter for the Buffalo Extreme. It's just been dominant, ladies and gentlemen. No two ways about it, but we'll take a step aside here as New Hampshire looks to claw their way back. You're watching ABA basketball here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Happy to welcome you back here for this second quarter where the first 12 minutes were all Buffalo. It was an absolute thrashing that led us here to this 49-16 deficit that the New Hampshire Kingz now find themselves in. It's going to be a tall task with just 5 players, nobody off the bench, all 5 players having to play the entire 48 minutes. They're looking to get something started here, not the start they're looking for. We've seen this all day long. Other way we go. Foul called on the fast break attempt. That was point guard John Ivey streaking down the open floor, absorbing the contact, and now heading to the stripe. And if the end of the first half wasn't, or end of the first quarter, forgive me, wasn't representative of this New Hampshire opening 12 minutes, well, then this first 18 seconds sure has been. Attempted drive leads to a turnover. Fast break leads to easy points. It's really been a common theme. Only thing we missed there on that opening possession to start this second quarter was an offensive rebound from Buffalo Extreme. 1 for 2 goes Ivy. Now Warren going to lose it, or I apologize. That was Poole losing it. That's going to lead to easy points in the transition game. Now New Hampshire trying to fight through. It's Warren. Warren facing a double team. He'll skip it just beyond half court. It's stolen. And easy money for Jay Scarborough. Full court pass. It's on the mark. 1-on-1 in the corner. We'll slow things down. Given to Hottie. Hottie has it taken away from him as he drives through the paint. Scarborough once more. A Euro step. It's good. Fight through traffic now is New Hampshire. It's Hottie once more on the jump cut, and he will be fouled.
It's not really a good warm-up for next week.
Finally, a break in the onslaught from Buffalo. Hottie at the line now. Shooting 2, trying to get some momentum back for New Hampshire. And that won't be a good way of starting it. It's going to start with the little things. Going to start with free throws, rebounds. Continuing to have the hustle. Can't get all 40 points back in one foul swoop, but can't go 0 for 2 at the line, that's for sure. Turnover. Buffalo's going to take over after that ball dribbled out along the corner. Grand Dubois on the inbounds. He'll give it to Ivy. Ivy. Nice ball movement. Finds Park open. Park tried to tip it back in after missing the first attempt, but Karan will have it in the corner. They'll say he stepped out of bounds. Tough break for Dubois and the Extreme. John Ivy doing a nice job in the half court. Getting trapped along the baseline. Nice ball movement. Finds an open cutter. Points now for New Hampshire. Right back to Buffalo in the open floor. It's blocked the first time. Second chance will go. Really nice patience there from Park. That ball interestingly tipped back to the inbounder, but it's stolen by Ivy. Ivy kicks it to Dubois. Dubois for 3. Not this time, but guess who on the tip back? It's John Park. Now Park, some nice hustle as he tries to run down a deep pass. Turnovers galore here in the open court. And finally, it'll stop with an easy bucket for New Hampshire. We're back to a 40-point difference here. 9 minutes to play here in this first half. Out to the corner. Now working along the baseline. It's Dubois. A nifty finish, but it can't fall through. Rebound by New Hampshire, but Park making it difficult to find an outlet. And they won't have success in that department. Deegan, cross court to Park, Park to Ivy, and things seem to slow down now for Extreme. Ivy, some nice ball movement to Fegan, but it's picked off. And Ivy will foul in the open court, stopping the clock at 9:01. Inbound finds Abdul. And Abdul gets it back once more. He's trying to go back into the middle. A really nice move to find open space, get the hands free. We've seen that, the ability to get open, just haven't seen the final hitting of the shot as Dubois puts up a three of his own. No good. Tip back won't fall. New Hampshire has it in the open floor, and they've got it. So some life now for New Hampshire as they start to claw their way back, 61-25. Stopping a score. It can't be much more simple than that. Nice ball movement from Dubois. It's picked off once more. Maybe getting a little bit too cute is Buffalo. And fouled in the backcourt. The victim was Kana. So we'll see a stop and play here. 8:15 to play. And a little bit of life from New Hampshire. We see it pretty often with teams out to massive leads. Sometimes they try to get a little bit flashy in their finishes, maybe make that extra pass they wouldn't normally make, trying to weave through traffic or whatnot. Sometimes teams can use that to find their way back in this game, as there's plenty of time. We're still in this first half, 8:15 to play, as we wait for Hadi on the inbound. Looks like we're just working through some administrative things. Down on the off the left side of your screen. Now we've got a timeout going to be taken by Buffalo. So that's where we'll take a step aside. 61-25 the score here at the X-Gen Sports Complex in Buffalo. You're watching the American Basketball Association on the Sports Fan Base Network. Stay right here. Welcome back into X-Gen Sports Complex on a windy night here in Buffalo, as New Hampshire looking to claw their way back after falling to a 61-25 deficit, a huge one. And a hard foul taken now by New Hampshire. That was Hansel Abdul hitting the court hard, and he'll get an inbound from the baseline as a result. And Takoko just throws it away. Miscommunication there on the baseline. As we see John Ivey having some words with fans in the front row. Councilmen, gentlemen, as are all players here in the ABA. The inbounds heads to Ivey. Ivey takes his time with it. 8:01 and counting here in this first half. Skip passes, finds its way around to Ivey. Ivey sets up for three. It's just off the mark. Rattled around, out of bounds. We'll head to New Hampshire. That was Warren who watched it go out, wisely not making too much of an effort for it. And now Hottie's got the job of battling through the half-court defense of the Extreme. Hottie doing a nice job of it. Ball floating up in the air. McCray coming away with it for a moment. And a jump ball on the floor here as we see a couple of New Hampshire Kings flop to the ground. Maybe to celebrate the effort of their teammate. That was Kana and Hadi on the ground there, along with Dakota. Floor gets cleaned off. We wait for some more basketball action here in the ABA. It's been a good season thus far. Buffalo has been playing dominant basketball. They are certainly a force to be reckoned with. As we head back underway, John Ivey with it. Works it over to Lovell Smith. Smith pushes it inside. McCray skipping it over to Ivey. Ivey the turnaround three off the mark. Back to Smith. Smith back inside. The one-footer fadeaway. No good, but McCray's there for another opportunity. And finally, the Kings come away with it. Knifing through defenders all the way to the cup. The coast-to-coast opportunity just can't get the finish. Now it's Ivey. The man advantage. Lovell Smith. The one-handed floater to come away with points. Whistles sound out on the travel call. So we'll head right back to Buffalo. Mistakes starting to compound. That was Hattie, the perpetrator. And a charge called now. So we'll go right back to New Hampshire. A couple of infractions in the midpoint here of this first half, or second quarter, rather. And Hattie's got it once more. Foul called. Stoppage of play. We'll get a side out. And you could really tell just the exhaustion of this New Hampshire Kingz team. Really starting to show itself. Hottie, hands on knees. Takoka, hands on the hips. Everyone's heads down. It's just what's going to happen when you're playing a full-length 48-minute basketball game with just 5 guys. That is exhausting. It's a testament to the athleticism and the endurance of this Kings team, as a technical foul will offer 2 free throws and possession here. This could be the start of a little bit of momentum, something we haven't really seen from New Hampshire. Now, am I proposing that they're about to go on a 30 to 40 point run? No, I'm not gonna dare say that to end the half. But if they go on a 10, 15 point run, something like that, they find themselves in a much more manageable spot to go into the second half. And while it may seem bleak, the situation seems dire, as we see Warren taking a seat on the bench here to rest his legs a little bit. It's important for these Kings players to know it's not out of the question yet. to mount this comeback despite the deficit that they find themselves in now. So here's Warren after taking a seat on the bench, working it down to the baseline. The spinning fadeaway just off the mark. And now Hawkins trying to run the floor. He'll give it up to Ivy. And Ivy, cross court. It's up. No good. Foul called in the backcourt. Hansel Abdul, the victim of it. You see these fouls really starting to stack up here against Buffalo. In the bonus, 2 shots on the way. The bonus, 6 minutes to play here in this second quarter. Could be the opportunity to start clawing their way back. First free throw, no good. This to be. That's been a key contributor here. This deficit getting so out of hand, going 1 for 2. Duel. Whistles sound out once more. Back court. New Hampshire not in the bonus just yet. But we've got a timeout now on the floor. 63-27 the score. Over 6 minutes to play here in this second quarter. As we look to finish out the half at the X-Gen Sports Complex, you're watching ABA Basketball on the Sports Fanbase Network. We welcome you back out of the timeout where Buffalo's got possession after the foul call from New Hampshire on a side out here. Coming to take it is number 9, Lovell Smith. He'll be the man on the inbounds. Give it up to Aaron Jones. Jones across to Ivy, and he'll get it right back. Driving to his left, putting up a shot is Jones, and the tip from Javon McCray, no good. Foul called. I'm going to say that was Javon McCray getting a little overzealous for the putback attempt. Maybe he flashed an arm there the officials didn't like, so we'll head in the opposite direction where we will see free throws. Something tells me we might see a lot of them in the second quarter, end of this first half. A real opportunity for New Hampshire here. But the free throw is just not able to fall. We've seen a pretty consistent 1 for 2, and I don't mean to jinx this Kings team by saying that. And 1 for 2 it goes. Here's Ivy. Ivy to the wing. To McCray now. McCray, nice move inside. He'll be fouled, and it's good. And 1 play for Javon McCray. You can hear these Buffalo faithful. They love Javon McCray here. His 2,000 points at the University of Buffalo, and now all the work he's doing for the Buffalo Extreme. He's just been deadly. Not able to complete the 3-point play as the Kings field the rebound. Time for a settled offensive possession. Smothering defense from Ivy makes this ball loose. Somehow the Kings hang on to it. Nice dump off. Bodies flying everywhere and just missing the open layup. Full court pass to Hawkins, and Hawkins can't miss that. Thought that was surefire points for the Kings as they try to get it back here. Driving inside, ball still on the ground. DeCoco with it on the near side. Behind the back pass, just trying to get way too cute here. And I don't mean to be critical, but with your team down at this point, what is it, 39, 32 points? I'm not sure, 39 points. Your team down 39 points. A behind the back pass, I think that should be taken out of your repertoire. I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion, though. Here's Blanks off the handoff. Blanks gives it right back to Park. Park puts up a three, not going to fall. Rebound batted around. It'll fall into the hands of Hansel Abdul. Now it's Hadi trying to work through a double team on his own end of the court. He'll be fouled. We'll say it's going to go against the Kings. How about that offensive foul on their own side of the court? It's going to lead to Park on the inbounds. Park making one man miss. Driving inside. He's fouled as well. A lot of contact here from both teams, as everyone seems to be getting tired here at the end of this second quarter. Park with two at the line. Already having a nice day for himself. A couple of threes. A couple of second chance putbacks. A couple of blocks as well. He's really having a nice all-around day. And really, there's been no one to match the size on the New Hampshire Kings. It's been really just dominated by John Park, Javon McCray, Rodney Hawkins has come back after his injury. He's been playing really nicely. It's just the size. There's no one on New Hampshire that can quite match up with that nicely, and it's really led to them getting bullied on the offensive rebounding end of this game. You can see another example of showing right there. Here's Scarborough working outside the three-point arc, able to maintain his dribble nicely, trying to weave through defenders, doing it all himself. Whistles sound out. Blocking foul called. Scarborough heads to the baseline for the inbound. He'll find Park. Park tips it over to Dubois. Dubois along the baseline. And he'll give it to Dombrowski. Dombrowski with the floater. And there's that spark plug. Crowd loves it when that guy gets involved. And he's got a good aim. Kicked over to the far side corner. Step back, deep two. Not going to fall. Rolled off the rim. Tough low percentage shot, but would have been nice had it fallen as Blanks try to advance beyond half court. He'll do so successfully. Three ball on the way. No good. John Parks on the putback. Won't fall. And the and one bucket. Going to go for Scarborough. So at 5'11", Jay Scarborough, certainly not the tallest guy on the court, but the effort, the energy leading to that and one foul call. He's got an opportunity for three at the stripe, and he will do just that. A staggering 72-28 game turns even deadlier after the turnover on their own end. Seems like the 20th turnover on New Hampshire's own end here, as they just try to fight through this deadly full court trap that has claimed so many possessions of New Hampshire. This one almost falling victim to the same fate. Got a timeout now on the floor, 74 28 to score, 3:19 to play here in this first half. It's been a blowout, all Buffalo, all night long at the XGen Sports Complex. You're watching ABA basketball here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Stay right here. We welcome you back, where the New Hampshire Kingz are at the free throw stripe, shooting 2 in these final 3 minutes of this first half. At the line now, number 24, that's Hottie. You can hear the Buffalo faithful still involved in this game. Maybe with a little bit of impact on that free throw from Hottie as he misses. Once again, the noise level rising for the second free throw. Shot up. Shot no good. 0 for 2. And you got to expect the Buffalo faithful think they're to blame for that. Offensive rebound here from New Hampshire. Nice ball movement inside. Can't hit the free layup. DeCoco causing some trouble on the extreme end of half court, but Extreme able to battle through until a turnover. Really nice effort to get into the passing lane by Kana. Out to the three-point arc. Corner three won't fall. Rebound heads to Scarborough. Scarborough trying to work through Hottie. He'll give it to the corner. It's up, no good. Dombrowski on the board. Dombrowski with the putback points. Lead jumps back to 38. Full court pass down to the baseline. Stakoko. He's working with it. Out to the corner now. Whistles sound out. And Warren is in utter disbelief as he looks down to see his foot on the line. Out of bounds called. And down 38. Possession heads back to Buffalo. Inside now. Rolling off the rim, not going to fall. Other way we go. DeCoco working with it. Gives it up. It's Kana. Kana to Hottie. Hottie steps into three-point territory, and his shot clatters off the back iron. Full court pass yields an opportunity. It yields points for Aaron Jones. Beautiful court vision. Finds a wide open Aaron Jones. And another turnover in the half court, or in the full court, excuse me, for Jay Scarborough. It gives another easy bucket. 42 points now, the difference. Trouble in paradise once more. And a turnover yet again. Blank. He's got that one. Whistles sound out as a New Hampshire Kingz slow to get up. That spells trouble with Only 5 players. If they lose one, that is all but impossible to come back from. As we get a timeout now on the floor for the injured King. 84-28 is the score. Minute 14 to play out this final first half. I'll take a quick step aside here at the XGen Sports Complex. You're watching the ABA on the Sports Fan Base Network. And after that quick break, we are right back in New Hampshire's possession. All 5 players still in the court, so battling through some discomfort. And now losing it is Warren. Scarborough trying to keep it in bounds, but he'll knock it out. So the clock will stop with 1:04 to play as Warren looks to inbound. Warren will find DeCoco, threading the needle. Now Hadi trying to slice through traffic, absorbing contact. He'll take the foul, the perpetrator, Alex Golda. Now down to the final minute of this first half. It's been a long one as there's been lots of foul calls, lots of stoppages in play, and lots of scoring. 84-28. Buffalo has not given up control since the opening tip. There's been no point in this contest where Buffalo has not had the lead. The closest it ever was when it was 0-0, followed by 2-0. Free throw shooting continuing to be an issue now for New Hampshire. As Warren will go 1 for 2. Pace of play always high for Buffalo. 3 is off the mark. Rebound to New Hampshire. They'll head right back in that direction. Open look, hard foul. Hansel Abdul taking a lot of contact, and he will now head to the stripe with 41. Now, I don't have the official scorebook in front of me, but just the way the second quarter's gone, it feels like New Hampshire has shot more than 29 free throws in this game. It feels like they've taken more free throws at this point than they have points. It's really been tough going at the stripe here for New Hampshire. I think Buffalo's kind of keyed into that fact. That's why they have not been apprehensive to get physical whatsoever. 0 for 2 now goes Abdul. Ball clatters around and will head to the extreme direction. Coast to coast. And an easy cleanup for Scarborough. Ball heads out of bounds. Will stay with the Kings. Last touch it was Scarborough playing smothering defense. Inbound to DeCoco. To the corner. It's Abdul. Abdul can't find his mark. And that's going to do it once again, just the same way the first quarter ended. The second quarter will end the exact same way with no shot being put up despite the Kings having possession and time to do so. Well, that'll end this first half, 86-29, the final score of the first half. It's been a thrashing by Buffalo. And with that, we'll take a quick step aside and second half action coming right up here at the XGen Sports Complex. Buffalo Extreme leading New Hampshire Kings 86-29. We'll be right back on the Sports Fan Base Network. We welcome you back to the start of the second half here at XGen Sports Complex in Buffalo, New York. Buffalo Extreme taking on New Hampshire Kingz, where the first half was all Buffalo, an 86-29 rout in the first half. And the shorthanded New Hampshire Kingz playing with only 5 today, trying to find some way back as they'll start off with possession. And Buffalo, if you're just keying in with us now, was able to come out to that dominating lead because they play a smothering full court defense and really dominate the boards, buying second, third, fourth chance possessions. And as for New Hampshire, they've struggled from the stripe despite having multiple trips there to end the second quarter. But really, it's just been a consistent team game from Buffalo, and New Hampshire's been struggling to keep up. Buffalo looking to continue that throttling here in this third quarter. Slow start offensively as we've got our first foul call 45 seconds into this third quarter. And Buffalo looking to be 3-0 here after they took down Rochester Royals twice. Second game I called last week, and that was the rout I was referencing. 132-78 the score. And next week they'll be taking on back-to-back ABA champions, Chicago Fury. That's going to be a tough matchup. And they're certainly in form, looking good for that matchup on the way, as both free throws nailed. Here's Hottie. He's working with it. John Ivy in defense. Kicked over to the wing. John Ivy stays on. Zone defense from Buffalo. 3-ball up. 3-ball nailed. Strong start. That's really been an absence in the game. We haven't really seen a lot of threes fall for New Hampshire. So that's a good way to start things off. John Ivy dishes it across. Working down to the baseline, foul called, shot up. Strong effort. That was Aaron Jones putting his shoulder into the defender. Able to draw the foul call. He'll have 2. We mentioned it a little earlier, alluded to it, I should say. One of the shorter guys on this squad, 5'11", but he doesn't play like it. Aaron Jones. One of those guys that always willing to make that physical play. He had a really nice rebound, turned, and won earlier in this contest. I apologize. That's Caron Dubois who made that play. Dubois standing at 6'3", but nonetheless plays that same gritty game that really this whole Buffalo team plays. Nice find on the inbound to the gap. But Warren's held up. Spinning, looking for somewhere to go. Good look on the baseline. Shot just won't fall. Kicked over to Abdul. His 3 won't move. Inside now on the floor. Rolling around. And they'll say that's call will head to the extreme direction. That was Abdul on the ground with it. Here's Dubois. Dubois pushes it into McCray. McCray. Second chance at it. Nice tip in. He wanted a foul call, but nonetheless takes it upon himself. Here's Abdul. Worked over to Hottie. Hottie. Can't find it. Here's Dubois. Transition opportunity. Not this time. Other way we go. Pace of play starting to increase. Just trying to avoid the trap is New Hampshire, and they'll do a nice job of it. Not able to find the bottom of the bucket is Hansel Abdul. Ivy kicks it over to the baseline. He'll find it back. Ivy will take the three. It's up. It's good. John Ivy buries that one. Leading to 95-32 now. It's Hottie. He'll take his crack at it off the mark. Ivy had it for a second, but it's taken right back and put in by trying to make something happen is Dubois. Tries to find John Ivy cross court. It's mishandled for a second, but somehow works over to McCray. McCray can't find it. But there's Marcus Fegan streaking in with the putback points. Hottie. Over to Kane. Kane just off the mark. Full court pass ends up back in the hands of Dubois, who buries the three. Inside work foul called. That was Hottie who was working inside with some intensity. Buffalo into the triple digits now. New Hampshire still at 36. Hottie looking to extend that. First free throw just can't find its way through. You can tell Hottie with the body language, he's upset with that. That's really been the story. Just unable to buy a bucket has been this New Hampshire team. Grand Dubois, he's working against Hottie. He'll make his way across half court. Works to the baseline, spinning move. Shot just long, but McCray looking to clean things up. He'll be fouled and hitting the deck. So he'll take his walk to the free throw stripe. He's having a nice day. Here's Javon McCray. Signature headband, of course. First free throw is pure as the day is long. And you gotta find something to play for now if you're New Hampshire. Pride, ego, whatever you want to call it. I know these guys are exhausted. And they've been putting together a commendable effort. Hustle's really not gone anywhere, but you can tell these guys are just getting exhausted, having to play a full game by themselves, just mishandling things. Another crack at it, but the stifling defense from Buffalo proves to be a problem. Caron Dubois in the open court. Easy layup. And you got to give credit as that three just misses the mark. Got to give credit to this Buffalo defense. They've proven over a 3-game sample size that they can really disrupt any offense. Their defensive game has been incredible, and their defense leads to offensive points. A lot of these 100 points have come off the backs of turnovers, off steals. We get a line change now from Buffalo. And that's what makes their game so complete and so impressive. Nice inbound to an exclamation mark. A rim rattler. Just catching this New Hampshire team sleeping. Step back. Good. Hansel Abdul. Now here's Aaron Jones. He'll work it up to Park. Park, a good 3-ball shooter, but has his pass stolen for a second whistle sound as that ball was knocked out of bounds. Jones fields the inbound. Makes one miss. Nice pass. And a great finish. Really nice ball movement here from Buffalo. They're starting to flex a little bit. That was Lovell Smith. Good ball movement from the Kings. And another 3 from Hansel Abdul as he's starting to cook a little bit. If they can get someone into a 3-point shooting groove, that could be huge. Once again, seeing that full court defense from Scarborough, but this time does not pay off as he's called for the foul. Just a little bit handsy. Kana gets it back after the inbound. He's spinning against Park. Park with the size advantage. Great defense from Park. Defense turns offense. Scarborough alley-oop just off the mark, but fielded and completed. So much intensity, so much athleticism on this Buffalo team. It's just unrelenting. Pass slipped to the corner. It's Abdul once more. This time the 3 off the mark. Just a bit wide. The hustle keeps the ball in bounds from Scarborough. And whistles sound off as Dakoka is going to get called for the foul. I apologize. Not Dakoka. It's going to go against Buffalo. Just saw the frustration of Dakoka. He walked to the other end of the court, palms to the ceiling. Right to left move. And after the foul, aggressive block from John Park. Foul came first. And shaking up King on the floor after that hard contact. The injured King will be taking a free throw. And obviously concern from everyone on the court as he rises to his feet. No substitute, so you're seeing a lot of grit here from this New Hampshire team. These players laying it all out on the floor. As we're going to get a timeout now to give this King some time to recuperate a little bit. 110-42 the score. And we'll take a quick step aside here at the Buffalo Sports Complex. You're watching ABA basketball on the Sports Fan Base Network. We welcome you back to the X-Gen Sports Complex, where we're coming back after a timeout where King took some hard contact, so a little bit of extra time being given here out of the timeout. Free throws on the way now from Hansel Abdul, who took that hard contact. Abdul not able to connect on the first one, but as I was saying before the break, we're seeing a lot of grit, a lot of determination, something that you can really appreciate as a spectator. Despite the score, team coming out with just 5 guys, and they're leaving everything on the floor here, playing through injury, playing through pain, leaving it all out. It's really respectable performance we're seeing here from New Hampshire. Now inside to Coco. Out to Abdul. Abdul working outside the wing. Driving inside, shot up. It's good. Responding after injury or after being in pain on the floor. Driving into the lane. Blanks with it. He'll dish it off to Park. Park surveys. Back over to Blanks. Blanks has got an open three. It's drilled. Blanks had the highest three-point shooting percentage for his squad last year. Showing why he can do it. Over to Kane. Hits the mid-range. Jones. Over to Blanks. Blanks inside to Park. Nice vision. Parks completes the play. John Park. Off the dish from David Blanks. Those two have a nice connection going in this second unit. Blanks. The steal to Park once more. This time they can't connect. Looking for the alley-oop to the 6'8" forward, but just outside of his frame. That would have been a fun exclamation mark as we approach 3 minutes in this third quarter. New Hampshire has it stolen in their own end once more, and they will take a foul against Jay Scarborough, who has been an absolute pest in the backcourt. Something we saw last week against Rochester as well, where he just was smothering on the defensive end. Sometimes it's a little over aggressive. He has a couple of fouls called against him. But with 7 fouls to work with in the ABA, you can afford to be a little bit over aggressive sometimes. And it pays off in bunches for Jay Scarborough as he drills both free throws. Say it wasn't set there. Run back this free throw. That one's short. Scarborough will get his own board. Nope, taking himself inside. Dombrowski fighting for the rebound. He won't get it. Cross half court now. Over to Abdul. Abdul to the corner. Just a miscommunication once more as Kane was driving into the baseline. And Abdul thought he was going to hang out in the corner and pull that three, which would have been open, but just on a different page as Blanks will pull a deep three off the mark. Back inside to Dombrowski. And Dombrowski will absorb contact. Take his walk to half court and back to the free throw line. Set up for 2. Johnny Dombrowski, the 6'1" shooting guard. He'll hit his first off balance. And the crowd erupts. Still very much involved in this 118-45 contest. Next Gen Sports Complex still very much full. Dombrowski hits them both. And the Kings will now cross half court. Whistles sound out. Foul called against, I believe it was Dombrowski. Tempers are starting to flare a little bit here. Abdul fields the inbounds. He'll direct traffic. Spinning now. Inside to his left. Has it stolen. Scarborough dumps it off to Dombrowski. Spinning, shooting. No good. The tip in is successful.
You know what I mean?
Unrelenting from the Buffalo Extreme as it's tipped out of bounds with Alex Golda in defense.
They have 5 guys they can barely walk.
And you heard it from the hot mic on the court there. Spectators said it well. They got 5 guys who are just exhausted as it's worked up to Dombrowski on the baseline. Dombrowski spinning. He's got it. But what this New Hampshire team has been able to do really just to continue grinding out this game has on the clock with just 1 period remaining as we get free throws from the Kings. It's Warren at the strike. Ooh, very cool. Warren short on his second as we get whistles once more after a Scarborough rebound. Timeout on the floor. 127 here in this third quarter. 123 to 140 or to 46. Buffalo leads New Hampshire. And we'll take a quick step aside here. You're watching the ABA on the Sports Fan Base Network. Happy to welcome you back to the X-Gen Sports Complex here in Buffalo, where the home team, Buffalo Extreme, have a dominant 123 to 46 lead over the New Hampshire Kings. Looking to move to 3-0 is Buffalo. And the prospects are looking pretty bright for that as Aaron Jones crosses over, looks for mid-range, and that was stunning. That man is shifty as he moves from left to right. Not many can keep close with him As the inside move draws a foul. And one for Hottie. Nice response there from Hottie on the Euro step. Left to right. As he is unable to complete the free throw. Hottie's had some troubles at the stripe today. Pump fake from Dombrowski. He spins, makes one man miss. Along the baseline, the crowd erupts. They love it. Hottie to respond. He'll step to the side, put up a three off the mark. Blanks on the board. Work it over to Golda. Now along the baseline, between three people, Johnny Dombrowski's feeling it. Timeout called. Or whistle sound out, rather, is Johnny Dombrowski gets this crowd elevated. Every time he touches the ball, they just love this guy. Ball lost. Open floor. It's up. It's good. That's Scarborough once more. Another steal, another finish in the open floor. And we're right back to it as Aaron Jones picks it off, drills the three. Oh, my goodness. When it rains, it pours in Buffalo. And that'll do it for this third quarter. Where the Buffalo Extreme are handling the New Hampshire Kingz 134 to just 48 with 12 minutes left to play here at the XGen Sports Complex. You're watching ABA basketball on the Sports Fan Base Network. We'll take a quick step aside.
This is sad. Yeah, I know, but it's nothing like this. Yeah. What do you think's gonna happen? If they only have 5 players, what do you think is gonna happen? I know. Not gonna say.
Happy to welcome you back to the XGen Sports Complex. New Hampshire Kingz looking to make this a little bit more respectable here in this fourth quarter as they find themselves down 134 to 48. Buffalo just dominating every facet of this game, but it's been tough goings for New Hampshire, who's only had 5 guys. They've showed grit and determination, leaving it all out on the floor. Just shots not able to be fall. It's been tough. Full court pass completed. And the connection. It's just been tough for New Hampshire to keep up with the speed, the athleticism, and more importantly, the depth of Buffalo. As Buffalo just hasn't stopped. Hottie. It's been a nice piece. Dubois over to the wing, now to the baseline. It's up. It's good. Buffalo has found their mark here late in the third quarter, now early in the fourth, as a wide open Dubois enters the open floor. He's got more. This lead hits 90. Pressure just unrelenting. And it never stops here from Buffalo as their defense has just been dominant. The alley-oop to Park, incomplete. Would have been beautiful. Picked off once more. New Hampshire just stayed at the defensive end. Beautiful move. Shot up. Not going to be completed. But a comeback move from Rodney Hawkins. Good to see him back in the game after taking a scary injury earlier. And he notches points once more. Looking outside the three-point arc, making a nice move inside now. Just rolling out, not able to complete. Fegan on the board. And he'll absorb contact. It'll be knocked out of bounds by Fegan. Coca over to the corner. 3 balls up. That won't fall. Now driving through contact, able to find the open man. Park for 3. He's got it. He might be a big man, but John Park can shoot, ladies and gentlemen. Can't leave him open on the three-point arc. He is deadly. Inside now is Kana. He's just short. Hawkins pushed the baseline for the dunk, no good, but Park, a rare miss on the putback dunk as that just rolled off. Over to Warren now. Warren to the corner. It's to Coca. His three's not going to fall. Inside of the baseline. It'll be taken out by Fegan. Fegan will put up a rare 3 from him. No good. But put back points. That's Rodney Hawkins. We're approaching a 100-point deficit here with over 8 minutes to play, as Hottie's going to slow things down. Hottie loses it. Worked over to Dubois. Dubois for the 100th point lays the hammer. Karan Dubois elevates to make this game 100 points in difference. 150 to just 50. 8 minutes to play. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Almost stolen once more by Dubois. Inside move. Shot's not going to count. Hawkins with it now. Hawkins will lose it. And foul is called. Once again, playing next week, Buffalo, who will most likely, barring something absolutely miraculous from New Hampshire, Buffalo will be 3-0, playing back-to-back champions, Chicago Fury. That'll be a tough matchup. Sure to be a fun one. It'll take place here on the Sports Fan Base Network. Free throws still not falling easily for these New Hampshire Kingz. It's going to be a long bus ride back for them after this one. As with a deficit like this, it's really hard to know where to start. This might be one of those games you just throw out. You don't think about it anymore. On to the next one, on to the next mentality. As we've mentioned numerous times on this broadcast, This away team only has 5 guys, so while they kept it within striking distance in the first quarter early on, you could tell the depth and the athleticism of Buffalo Extreme was starting to take over. And it really got out of hand quickly. Buffalo able to put up close to 50 in the first quarter alone. You could see what kind of pace they were on. As it's worked inside to Hawkins, the 1-footer fadeaway. He'll get his own board. Back inside, it's blocked. Another opportunity here from Fegan. Kicks it over across court. 3-ball missed. He'll get it right back. Kicked over to Jones. Jones puts one up of his own. That's not going to fall, but yet another opportunity here for Extreme, and finally it falls. It's been the story of the game, just endless opportunity for Buffalo Extreme as an and one is called. That was Hottie, who has continued to play this game despite this insurmountable lead with 7 minutes to play. He's put, they left it all on the court, really showed his effort and skill throughout. It's been tough for Hottie as he's been able to find his spot, get his shots, and get fouls, really. It's just been tough goings for him at the free throw stripe. As this time he nails it. Trying to work over to Dombrowski. A little miscommunication there as Dombrowski cut in along the baseline. That was Blanks on the feed. Here's Hottie once more. Hottie worked over to Kana. Kana's shot's no good, just a little off the rim to the left. Dombrowski spins along the baseline. He's facing some trouble. He'll find a shot. Not able to fall. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kana. So we'll stay right here in Buffalo. Inside is the inbound. More opportunities here. Multiple attempts. All from Alex Golda. 3 back-to-back-to-back attempts from Alex Golda. Third one falls. Air ball now. That one was from Abdul. Tough break for Abdul. As he's been a streaky 3-ball shooter today. Ivy right back inside. First shot no good. Rebound fielded. It's Golda once more. A menace on the boards. He'll get it again. Foul called. We'll stay here. Golda after getting mugged. Multiple inbound attempts. We'll look to field this inbound. Instead, we'll go to Ivy. Ivy puts up a 3. That is pure. Nothing but nylon from John Ivy. Cross to the wing. This 3-ball not as successful. Full court pass on the way. It's nailed. Hammer laid. Aaron Jones. Oh my goodness. That was just downright disrespectful. Up 159-54. And he's not going to stop now. This guy's on a mission, ladies and gentlemen. This whole Buffalo squad is out for blood. Up over 100 points. Showing no signs of slowing down. Step back 3. That one off the mark. Offensive rebound. Over to Kane. Kane can't find his shot. Ivy on the board. Ivy's pass intercepted in the paint. Full court pass off the mark. Heads out of bounds. Lock will with 4-4. Waiting the inbound now for the extreme. As this team, you can tell they do it for the love of the game. They smell blood. They do not stop. Here's Scarborough working inside. His feed not able to find the man. Inside. Foul called. Once again, Hadi will head to the line after the foul call. Hadi off the mark. Ball rattles out of bounds. Looks like we'll head in the extreme direction. Jones with that exciting dunk earlier on. Dishes it off to Dombrowski. Dombrowski inside. Beautiful feed to Lovell Smith. Now Scarborough working the full court defense. Up over 100. It's knocked away and stolen once more. Here's Smith. Smith dumps it off to Dombrowski, who's wide open on the baseline. The only word that comes to mind with this Buffalo team is just unrelenting. Hadi from the mid-range. He'll get the roll. Nice move from Hadi to get free. Here's Jones once more. He's shifty and's got a good three in his bag. Not this time, but it's a beautiful rebound from Dombrowski. Dombrowski's racking up a cheeky point total here. Minutes to play. Shot up. Bounce won't fall. Scarborough with a full court pass. He'll find Dombrowski. Dombrowski wide open once more. This time it'll roll off the rim. Knocked away by Golda, but fielded by the Kings. Scarborough. Another steal. Dumps off to Dombrowski. Dombrowski puts up a three. It will roll off the rim. Rebound by Golda. Back to Dombrowski. Dombrowski. Nice feed inside. Lovell Smith. Feels like I'm watching a Globetrotter game with this beautiful ball movement along the baseline. So unselfish. Dombrowski once more. He's cooled off a little bit. Jones won't find it, but Dombrowski cleans up. The aggression on defense has not slowed down, not anywhere close. 3 attempt off the mark. Dombrowski with a nice speed. That was Scarborough. You know, Dombrowski's just kind of slowly hanging out. He's quick to hang out down the offensive end and just cherry picks. Look at him. Right now, he'll look down for a cherry pick pass, and that's really how so many of these later points have occurred is Jones's threes off the mark, but there's Dombrowski sitting on the blocks, cleaning things up. Once more, another steal leads to points. This time, it comes courtesy of Scarborough. We're under a minute now to play. 3 attempt is up. It'll rattle off. Scarborough on the board. Alley-oop attempt. It's completed. How about the effort from Lovell Smith as he elevated upstairs? And a nice feed from Scarborough. who's now called for the foul. We are approaching the final 30 seconds of what has been an absolute onslaught. 180 to 58 is the current score with 26.9 to play. But if I had to guess, I wouldn't say this ball will be dribbled out by Buffalo. Oh, wow, they're proving me wrong. They've shown an unrelenting offensive attitude, constant drive to score points. They never let up on the full court defense. That's really what it all came down to. As they'll complete this game 180 to 58. And next week, Buffalo's going to take on back-to-back champs Chicago Fury in what should be a fun and exciting matchup here at the XGen Sports Complex. Well, it's been a fun one. Lots of highlight plays in Buffalo Extreme and lots of things to forget for the New Hampshire Kingz. But we'll leave it here. Thanks for joining us here on the Sports Fan Base Network. And we thank you for everyone here at ABA Basketball Sports Fan Base Network. My name's been Ryan Cuny. Have a great night.
Yeah, you can take it. Thank you. Here, you want to take those off for me? Yeah. Thank you. You put this on here? What? You take this off as well.